Hi Stampers, my name is Sandy Hancock. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and I'm coming to you from Southern California. This is actually the last Monday in October, so it's October the 28th, 2024. Hard to believe this month has already just zipped by. Okay, so today I'm going to be showing you 5 cards made out of the Rustic Crate. This is actually the one I'm going to make, so we'll make this one for Thanksgiving. And then I showed you a little surprise pop-up last week and I put it in here again. So that's kind of fun. So we're making 1 Thanksgiving card, making 2 fall cards using this stamp, and 2 Christmas cards making this stamp. I'm also using Blessed Beyond Measure for you. So I'm not using Every Day With You Is Better, and which I love that. Good things take time. You'll have to figure out where you would use that. And then this particular stamp, I'll show you where I did use it. If you don't want to actually assemble the crate, then you can just stamp the stamp. If you do that, however, whoops, come back here. You're going to need to mask it in order to stamp the pumpkins and sunflowers down. So if you're a new stamper, what that means is you stamp the image and then you cut it out and then you put it over what you just stamped. Then I don't know if you can see it or not, but see, when I stamped the pumpkin stamp, some of it went down onto this paper. And then when you pull the paper away, it makes it look like the pumpkin has gone into the crate. So anyway, if you assemble the crate, which I'm going to do tonight, then you won't need to do the masking. Okay. Alrighty, so let's pull out some materials and get going on this card. Now, if you've been watching me lately, you've seen me make this type of card. If you haven't been, I'm just going to remind you of how to make it. So you need 2 pieces of DSP that are 5.5 by 4 1/4, and I'll show you why. Okay. All right, and this is current. But it just, okay. So you've got 2 pieces that are the actual size of the card front, 5.5 by 4 1/4. You're going to cut one of the pieces from the left corner to the right, the second piece from the right corner to the left. So this one is going to give you 2 left pieces. This one is going to give you 2 right pieces. Okay? So they fit together like that. You have enough to make 2 cards here. So the option was this. And I just didn't have any other of the current of this paper left. So I thought, well, I'm just going to use some retired. So my Cajun Craze is retired that I'm using here. So I only had enough to make 2 cards, so that's why I couldn't actually show you how to cut it. Okay. So here we go. I'm going to use Cajun Craze. I could have used white on this, but I opted for Cajun Craze. I wonder what I did with my little white piece. There it is. Okay. All right. So I've cut my paper. So this is the second sheet of that. So that's going to crisscross like that. And then I did take my painted texture embossing folder. This is a 5.5 also by 4 1/4 piece of white. However, you have to minus this by, I don't know, maybe a 1/16 of an inch wide, because when you go to put it on the top here, if it's actually 4 1/4, I don't know, it doesn't work. It just needs to be a tiny bit smaller. So let's start with that, even though I've got these markers covering up all my space here. Okay. All right, so I'm going to go ahead. And there are other embossing folders you could use for this too. I just happen to like the painted texture. Okay, so we're just going to put it right at the top. Cover up all the Cajun Crate. Well, I didn't quite get that covered up. Let's try it again. The corners will get covered up if there's a little tiny bit there. It's okay. All right. Okay, so now I've cut, these are the second 2 pieces from that, so I can go ahead and use my adhesive to put them on. This has been the base of quite a few cards I've made lately. If you've been watching me, you've seen me do this. And you might be getting tired of this style, but I haven't gotten tired of it yet. This was just so much fun to make 5 cards this style. It just makes making a card so simple. Okay, then let's get our... But remember, if you're going to make this style of card, you can only make it with paper that is one directional or that you can get away with. I'll have to show you because I kind of got away with making several. Okay, then there's a little tiny piece I'm just going to snip right there. And then I'll probably go back and snip that too, but I'm going to use my cutter when I'm done. Okay, so there's that. Then we've got the Spotlight on Nature dies. And again, I'm just going to remind you that I'm using the largest one for this, Cajun Craze. And then the next one down with all the little holes in it is what I use to cut out the white. And for this one, you really, really, really have to take wax paper and just go like this all the way around it. And then if you do that, after you run it through, the little pieces just pop out. And I clip it pretty hard on the side of my cutter to knock them out. I don't want to have to sit there and poke them out. But if you don't use wax paper, you are going to be sitting and poking quite a bit to get all those little pieces out. Now this big piece, I'm going to go ahead and just put it flat right onto the card. Oh, I think about like that. And then this is going to get dimensionals. I'm not stamping on it, so I can go ahead and put it on also. If you stamp, then obviously you're going to stamp first and then add it. So I'm just holding this over my wastebasket. Okay, so I'm just going to put it right in the middle. Okay, now to the fun of assembling the crate. So there are 2 pieces to the crate. Here they are. Now, the first piece has all of these folds in them, and what you're going to do is simply just fold them under. It's quite simple. It shows you exactly what to do. There we go. And then this second piece fits over the first piece like this. So it's actually pretty simple to put together. Okay, now once you have these all folded down, I like to take tear and tape to hold them down because they won't stay down by themselves. So it just takes a second here. Let's see, I didn't get that one, so let me do that. And then I'm going to try to put a little piece on this one. That. Then I'll turn this around. Maybe I'm going to put this going this direction. Okay. There we go. And then I'm going to put another piece right here. Okay. Now, what are the chances I can get this stuff off? There we go. Oh, that one's cooperating. So then I'm just going to go ahead and pull this off. Going to try to pull this off. Okay. Let's see. I know some people use their Take-A-Pick to do this, but I don't seem to be that successful at doing that. And let's see if I can get this one off. Okay, great. Okay, now before I place that, I went ahead and stamped. This is a 3/8 inch piece, and I really didn't measure it. I just kind of did that. And then I'm going to make this angle going the same angle. And then this is going to fasten right onto the bottom, as you can see here. So let's put it on. Get it nice and centered. I think that's good. Okay, now we'll know where to put the crate. So the crate's going to go just above it, like that. Okay, then we'll get ready to put this piece on. But before we do, I've already partially colored this because I don't think you want to sit and watch me color all of this. So I just wanted to show you that the sunflowers, let's see, I don't think that my Daffodil Delight markers, oh, this one's okay. All right, so this is dark, I think it's Daffodil Delight, yep. This is dark Daffodil Delight. That's going to be the sunflowers. And then I'm going to use the light Daffodil Delight to color the corn stalks. Even though corn is, well, there is white corn. There's white corn. And I used to live on a farm, so we had a great big old cornfield. Okay, so I'm going to take the light Daffodil Delight and just color in the corn cob. All right, and by the way, I have a list of ingredients or products that I used for each one of these, and after I finish making this card, I'm going to show you each card. Oh wait, yeah, that's right. This is what I want to do. This is wild wheat dark to color the husks. And then I'm going to use light old olive to color in the leaves. I've already colored these in. And then I'm going to do a little bit of highlighting with the dark old olive. These blends were just one of the best things that ever happened to Stampin' Up! Because they don't smear, they don't streak. They are just so much fun to use. So I know if you are new, you're probably going to want to start adding these to your collection. And if you've been around for a while, you probably already have. Okay, then I took the dark crumb cake. Again, I have all these listed. Colored that in. Then I'm going to use the light pumpkin and color this little guy in. Yeah, they're so fun because they just, you can blend the dark with the light. You can blend different colors together. They just don't streak and they go together so nicely. Okay, so there's that. And then we'll take the dark and we're gonna put some highlights. And it's always a good idea just to use the highlights that the company puts in there, the artists, because they know what they're doing a lot better than I do. Okay, I think we're good. All right, so then I want this to be a little bit more dominant. So like I often do, I cut out 2 extra white pieces and I'm going to put these behind my main character there. I just want it to stand out a little bit more than it would if I didn't do this. Okay, so now we'll put some adhesive on here, and then I'm also going to put some dimensionals. So let me see how I'm going to do this. I want to fit it. I don't want it to disappear in here. I want to kind of fit it in. I don't want the white to show. Okay, I think that's good. All right, so I'm going to do that. And I do want it to come forward a little bit. So I'm going to put I wouldn't have to do this. Seriously, I wouldn't have to. I just think it's fun, so I'm going to do it. But probably the 2 extra layers behind it are enough, but I want it to just be in your face. Okay. So this is going to go over here, so I'll put my adhesive here, all over it, and just place it right. Oh, I still didn't get that all the way down. Okay. Okay, there we go. And then, let's see, oh me, oh my, what did I do with my handle? I think I might have lost it, because I wanted to put a little handle in here. Oh, here it is. Okay. So let's put the little handle. You can add the handle or you can leave it out. Okay, so we're just going to stick it kind of behind. This is just a little picky here. You want it to go behind. Okay, this might be more than I can do on a video. Okay, it goes behind here. I think it just adds a little bit to it. It's kind of cute. Okay, and I'm going to show you a few cases in crates in a minute that I didn't use the handle on. Okay, then we're just going to add, we are going to add Regal foiled adhesive backed dots to give a little bit of pop to the card. So I just put them right down there, which I think is a good place. Alrighty. Okay, so maybe right here. Be good. Alrighty, there we go. Okay, so we've got our little pop on there. And then I've already showed you this in a video, but I'm just gonna again show you. Oh, one thing I almost forgot. I put a lot of Wink of Stella on here because it just makes it pop. And I know sometimes it's a little bit hard to see the Wink of Stella in the video. But boy, when you get this in person, you can really see the Wink of Stella. And if I pick it up and do that a little bit, you might be able to see it. Okay. All right, then, okay, so on this one, remember I've got a little pop-up. So you notice what I did is I stamped this stamp again and just cut off the pumpkin and the sunflower to go inside. And I'm not actually going to take the time to do that, but I did want to show you how to do the little stand because it's so simple. So this is 1 inch right here, 1 inch by 4 inches. I scored it at 1, 2, and 3, and then you're just going to fold all the little pieces. And you know, you could use tear and tape, but if you're not putting anything very heavy on it, you really don't have to use tear and tape. So what you're going to do is just put the first piece back down like that, right at the crease, and then you're just going to fold this over, make it flat, push it flat, push it again, and there you go. Okay, and then we'll add our inside white piece. Like I say, I could have used white on this card. Oh, you know what? I had to do this first. Hello. Okay, so we'll pick this up. Yay for Dotto. Okay, do this, then do this one more time. Okay, there we go. All right, so now we're ready for our extra little pumpkin. And here's the For You. And I'm not sure what greeting I'm going to put in here yet, so I'm not going to just put one for the sake of putting one. Okay, so here we go with this card. Now, I will show you 4 more cards. The first 2, I'm going to show you our fall cards. And I made these with, I'll hold them up so you can see them. I made these with the perennial lavender papers. So it's the same design exactly, the crates, but I did not use the handles. You can try the handles if you want to. Let me just show you what they might look like, because you can't, there's not really space for the handles to go behind and be seen. So if you want your handle to go in front, you could certainly do it that way. It's really up to you what you want to do. All right, so I made the crates exactly the same way. This is Highland Heather. And it's interesting because with this perennial lavender paper, this piece is actually upside down, but you'll never notice it, okay? The Hello is Blackberry Bliss, and that's made out of, this is in the set. And then this one is Pretty Peacock. And you'll notice the little lavender purple fine shimmer gems is what these are called. Just kind of give a little bit of pop to the crate. And then these are the 24, 26 in colors. This is the Shy Shamrock. And I don't think I put anything inside of these yet. I haven't decided what to put inside of them. But aren't those beautiful fall cards? Okay, then in just a moment, I'll show you the papers that tell you everything I used. Okay, now on these Christmas ones, this paper comes out of Reindeer Days. Both of these papers come out of Reindeer Days. And I did put the handles on these. The Joy and Love to You, that happens to be out of Unbounded Love. Unbounded Love, am I saying that correctly? I think I am, Unbounded Love. And again, I haven't put anything in, oh, I did want to show you this. Yeah, this is the new texture. Oh boy, I think I forgot to write the name of it down. It's on the sheet that I'm getting ready to show you. It's brand new, it's in the fall catalog. And this is the little nameplate that I told you about. And so this is open. I laid this down with the, whatever this is called, tear and tape, so that you could put money or you could put a gift card down inside. And I thought it was just kind of cute to put a triangle since I've got triangles on the front. Put triangles on the inside too. Okay, and then this one, I don't have anything in that one yet. So I could do the very same thing. If you wanted to make these gift cards, they'd be really, really pretty. And then these are rhinestones that have been colored with the dark daffodil blend. Okay, so let me lay these down. Okay, so these are the Christmas ones. And let's see, I'm gonna move these. I want you to be able to take a picture of this. I think you can see all of that, I think. Oh, here's the new one. It's Forever Plaid 3D embossing folder on the red triangle inside to hold money or a gift. So just take a picture if you're interested in knowing every single thing I used on there. I will tell you this. When it came to the garden green, I wanted the garden green here to match the stripe, which is garden green. And we don't have a garden green Stampin' Blend. So I went back, and I think I even, Regal Assortment of Markers, the garden green. I just went back and got this marker and colored in the green. And it colors very nicely. It's a small space and it's not gonna streak, so it looks nice. That's how I got the garden green on the leaves. And then I just used real red for the red, and I think that's it. Okay, so there are the two Christmas ones, Holly and the Plaid. Okay, then I'll get the paper for the Thanksgiving card and put it right here. Okay, so these are all the colors I used to color in the pumpkins, and then all of your other pieces for the crate, plus the Regal Foil little adhesive dots and Wink of Stella. And you might end up doing something completely different, but the little crate is so fun to assemble, and you can just make it look, you know, so different. Okay, and then, what haven't I shown you? Did I show, yeah, I showed you those. Did I show you all of them already? Rustic Crate fall cards. Okay, I didn't show you this one. Okay, so here are the two fall cards. Let me put this here. I think you can see all of this. So I used Highland Heather cardstock on this one, and then I listed the blends for the Highland Heather. I used Blackberry Bliss, the Dark Berry Burst, that's this one, and then the Dark Fresh Freesia, which is this. The Blackberry Bliss is this little tiny one right there. And then for the Pretty Peacock card, I used, okay, this is the Light Summer Splash, the Light Pretty Peacock right there, and then the Light Lost Lagoon. So it is really, really fun to have the Stampin' Blends. And in each of these papers, you don't see the design. This side is actually upside down. This one's upside down. But because of the way the paper is designed, you don't really notice it. But with most papers, you can't get away with this. So you have to have paper that's not directional, just one going in one direction. It has to be able to go in two directions and look pretty, or just be able to get away with it. So, okay, so I'm just gonna put them all out one more time. Oh, this is, oh, you don't need to put that one out again. Okay, so here we go. Oh my gosh, I did one of these on a Saturday night, and after lunch on Sunday, I sat down and made the other 4 of these. Just so much fun to create and design, and I can hardly wait to start sending them. So thank you for joining me, and I hope you'll think about getting the Rustic Crate set if you don't have it. You can place orders at, well, I didn't even say, yeah, sandyhancock.stampinup.net. That's supposed to be a dot. And then if you want to reach out to me, Sandy Stamper with no A in the Stamper at earthlink.net. So once again, thank you for joining me, and I'll look forward to having you next time.